Alright. We are going to play Ace Attorney. First time ever. What are these? Justice for All. Trials and Tribulations. Okay. I assume there's 3 games, and that it's Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and then Trials and Tribulations. We're going to start with Ace Attorney. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Why does he look like that? First, oh, I got an achievement just for turning the game on. Oh. Oh god. Oh. I mean, I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this. Oh, they're just showing us who did it. Interesting. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh, that's interesting that they're just showing who did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby 2, number 2. Because they usually don't do that. I mean, like, this was supposed to be a mystery solving game, so I'm surprised they showed who did it immediately. Boy, am I nervous. Alright. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, Peace. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. I'll have to say, Phoenix on that breath. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. This is a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job. It's not like illegal. Like, you can't work for people that you have, like, personal relations to. I don't know. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life. Everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, death, despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I just can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. I know that's not true because I saw the cutscene. But, you know, my name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart. Pat and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will determine will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant for this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. The murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Thought I read the case report cover. Case report to cover so many times. Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? I'm going to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? No one would believe I was the defense attorney if I didn't carry the Cindy's death report. July 31st, 4:05 p.m. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. So Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court records frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh boy. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. Listen to you anyway. Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we call by dump. I didn't read that right. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several... Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there, buddy. Yes, older men gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, you clearly see what sort of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude. What do you mean irrelevant? That cheat. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yet, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. What is happening here? We'll continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh my god. He went. What do I do? I've been answering honestly. I know. I'll send him a sticker. Tell the truth, yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butt. Dude, chill. He wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see it. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. This is the guy. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Well, this is the guy. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. There, I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I called and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant, sitting right over there. Now let's look at the... No, it doesn't make sense. What you just said doesn't make any sense. What you just said does not make any sense. Because she dies between 4 to 5 p.m. So how did you see him leave the apartment at 1 p.m.? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I see your error right now. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment? Like, because it would not take him 3 hours to reach the park. Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your per usual. There we go. Blackout records, electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? why you expose the lies in the testimony the witnesses gave. Well, I mean, yes, your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? All right, prove he's not. You hold the truth within the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. It's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the L1 button and point out the contradiction in the testimony. Well, I know the contradiction in the testimony because he's saying he saw. It's when he says it's 1 p.m. Yeah, this is when, yeah. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Seems really confident. Right, doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence of contradiction. Yeah. Like, I know the evidence. Her death is between 4 to 5. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain the 3-hour gap? Oh, that! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. DeWitt, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradiction. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Did you care to give your testimony again? Oh, this guy. Okay, the time of discovery. Alright. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the Sir, it was a blackout. You just said that. Alright, whatever. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Alright, buddy. You're done. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do? I got this one.
Alex was reading out loud.
Cross-examination. Okay. The voice saying it, something on the television. Are you certain it was television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess most of it might have been a radio. Certainly there was no radio on the premises. There's only one large television. Right! I can't put my finger on it, but something must be too fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witnesses testified. He heard the time. No, go back. The blackout. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or video. The defense has a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Seward? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, tell me what now, Mr. Seward. The court has preferred to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. You seem rather distraught. But my apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Phillips. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright, buddy. You're in good time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. It was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Now, see, this one isn't as obvious. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Wait, how would he... Now, find the contradiction. Let me look at it. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. That's not it. We've used this. Is there a clock on this? Where? The victim apparently rides on... That's okay, so we've used the blackout. We've used the autopsy report. There doesn't seem like there's a clock on here. Yeah, at all. Like, there's no clock. What are you talking about? What? The murder weapon? Yeah, it's the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. He jumps up in the middle of the running here. I can just put you here. What? Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Stewart. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. But he said he heard it, so okay, whatever. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is the clock. Do you have any problems with testimony now? Yes! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he wanted to be the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. DeWitt, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice is burned into your mind. That's why you were certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all basic conjecture. Basic? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Oh, he's what? That's a toupee? Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think through it carefully. Your Honor, The sound Mr. DeWitt heard was definitely this clock. The fact, which is clear, is if you simply... Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely this discrepancy between what Mr. Stewart heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Stewart, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank DeWitt. I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happened. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. DeWitt. Yeah, I mean, chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But, chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking under the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support the claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough word. Let's see you pull this one out. Let's see what this evidence that proves that the clock is running slow. Her passport? Oh, Paris. She went to Paris. And there's a time discrepancy. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, when it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since coming home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Stewart? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh my god. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sowitt was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowitt let him in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowitt grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Okay. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was, nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence? Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to cry? Larry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. No, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What's that she talking about? What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Oh, the statue. Check this out, Larry. Who's positive you weren't just some chump guy? Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. Think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. That was, insane. We're still on episode 1, by the way. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. You never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen. Learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our order is done. Shall it be up? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent Butts. Yep. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part of it. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the cost he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. That's it? The end. I didn't mean to click on that, but okay. Okay. The Turnabout Sisters. Okay, so it goes by episodes, but that was a pretty short. That was a short trial, I was gonna say, but yeah, we can keep going. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't been called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue is a thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Well, it's not working, that's lame. I'd take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yeah. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit up the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation reported September 5th, 9:27 a.m. It's been like a month or so? That's definitely going to be important. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Office. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Woo-hoo. You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Woohoo! My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. The thinker was used again? Oh my gosh. I guess they just show us red, white, blue. They show us each time the culprit. Which, I mean, I wonder if that's going to be the case for the series or just the beginning 2 episodes. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. I guess the chief left without me. He said her sister was coming over, so we should all roll up for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Yeah, maybe she's in her office. Smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia the chief's okay. The smell. Blood. Sis, someone's there. Chief? Chief! Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally, she was cold. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. Probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The weapon looks like a statue beside the clock with the Larry Butts. There are some glass shards in the chief's supply. Must be piece of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else seems like a clue here. A piece of paper must have fallen into his hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the apartment store used yesterday. I think it's enough sitting around for now. I better call the police to find out what that girl was doing here. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right here on that sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. And sis, she was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm your younger sister. And you were here with this late at night? Yes. He said she wanted me to keep something evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of the receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would she just write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. Is there a phone? Is there a phone? I better call the police. That's funny, a few of the screws in the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police, come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. Staring right at me. Holding a phone in her hand. Are you gonna get framed for this? Okay. Everything is in the chief's alternate handbook. It's a small office that makes a good amount of money. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Alright, I'm Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what an odd name. I need a drink. Excuse me. Okay. I was just doing a lot of talking. My throat was not prepared. We received a report from the building across the way, see? We had a person saying they saw a murderer. Wasn't that woman I saw. Coincidentally, she has the same kind of hair color as the guy. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have, nah. Whoa. Excuse me. Eek. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim here drew this note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. Excuse me. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center visitors room. Wow, they have 4 Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think it's something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Huh, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear to the hearts of evil types. And the only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay, it's true, I guess, but at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Maya, I know. Something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What is that outfit? Oh, this is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training. What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me more about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. You want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yeah. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. We recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Faith family, especially the women, I've always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a sec, you said the Faye family? What was that? So, Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers are first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real, honest to goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yeah, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? You just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something like on that level. I hope that would be too easy. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right! Oh, I just remembered that the detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Interesting. I'm just wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. This trial's tomorrow. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. How will that happen? They gave me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right. I'll be back. I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. And I have been talking... I've been doing the past few hours talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Wait, didn't I already do this? He practically qualifies as a serial murderer now. When did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off, and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily fishing clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. Sorry, I don't know. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. Not if anyone mistake me for Larry. Oh, guess I got the wrong name. Mr. Wright, sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer. What is this guy talking about? Like, is he just wrong? Ever? All the time? He was proven innocent. Right, you were... Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go call me... Hey. Get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Ooh, you think somebody's a lawyer? About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put prosecutor... Oh, Edgeworth. I know Edgeworth. I mean, I don't know Edgeworth, but I know the memes. Well, not really. I don't even know the memes. I just know he exists, and he's iconic. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel remorse. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost the case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Okay, September 5th, 9 p.m. Bump for trauma, instantaneous. Again. Quarterline strip pal. Who is that? Justice has always been missing is Mia. This made me cry. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. You think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, we just have pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says, the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Olde Tokyo. Steel Samurai, that acting here on TV? Yeah, you see that strap as a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost when it went down to the precinct. That what she said? Yes. Okay, well, I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. You didn't know it's the court conversation. Okay, the chief and Maya. Let's see this. Okay, this is 9:27 a.m. Maya, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Oh, wait. Okay, this was the conversation we saw before. I guess I've asked all the question I need to. You all done, Val? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading on now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyery ways, Val. Come to think of it, I completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? You tried your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Right, real quick. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. I'm on with yourself. Thank Detective Gumshoes for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. Oh, so exciting. I can barely contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Does he know? Screwdriver. Whoa! A screwdriver and her phone was loose. I don't know. What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? That, I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. Oh, oh. Wait, it would be. Oh. Wait. He saw. Did he see us at night? Or did she? I don't know. That's interesting. No, I don't talk to her. You think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observed incident. You sound like a lawyer in the movie. I like a man with a big vocabulary. But another occurred to her. You know that thing that occurred, happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Oh. Could you... Just who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, keep me polite. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've left this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues? In the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Okay, so she didn't tell me anything. She told me literally nothing. Wow. Yeah. She literally told me nothing. Who's that, I wonder? Maybe later. Okay, yeah, she literally didn't tell me anything. Seems like Mr. Grossberger's out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the threat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? Yeah, I have to go deeper, because he sounds too much like the murderer guy. I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. You want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go checking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a sec. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway. I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to interpret her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? You're refusing before I even got a chance to ask him. What did I tell Maya? How can you just refuse? Oh, sorry. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take this case. Well, you see, I'm busy, you see? But the client is Maya Fey's sister. Oh, Mia Fey. Mia trusted you. You knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look somewhere else. What's on? Huh? Are you saying something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt would take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, little boy. Why? I cannot say. It's because of address, isn't it? I beg your pardon. But could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Miss Faye? Mia Faye? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impression, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting ways with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil painting is so thick, it's probably giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is definitely squeezing it either for that matter. Okay. Elegant ebony casing, mistaken that light in solid gold. Even I can tell from years that money to burn. Funny. It doesn't look like it has ever been red. Yeah, I don't. I guess we gotta go talk to mine. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Synthetic decision. Oh, you're back! You find the lawyer? Well, what did I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't need. Do you refuse to help? I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father had died when I was very young. I don't know where my mother is. I don't know. If she could still be alive? Stop it! No! The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yeah. Got used to it. Oh. So, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. So that's all by yourself on that mountain. So, who is this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, it was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? That case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped up big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me, White. That was his name, my sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the appointed lawyer comes, I guess. White. Was that the name of the lady? I don't know. Time's up. I wonder, like, if that's... Like, what if I'm thinking of it correctly, this guy, what if he was found innocent, but he was actually just still guilty, but he got away with it? What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, you aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? Everyone. Seeing the evidence, it would be so easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. Ooh, she smiled at last. She looks like a completely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. You trust me too, okay? Good deal. So, what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. So what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look inside that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah, wait. No, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to tip around a bit. I almost forgot. You came back quick. I'd ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. So wait, Mr. White was the one who ruined the life of me and Maya's mom. So what if she said like, oh, this person's guilty, and then he forged evidence or got it thrown out, and so they were like, oh, well, no, he's innocent, and then she got ridiculed because of that. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Never heard that name. Yeah. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be? No, of course it's not. What do we have here? A wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind it all. I know it. All right. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. This is sure for Maya's sake. I get to the bottom of... Oh. Bellboy, still there? Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To continue. I think we can finish, yeah, I think we finished the trial. I might need another drink, and then we finish the trial. And then I think that's where we stop for today. Fun game, but like, man, you gotta talk a lot. I imagine this game is going to be like Danganronpa. Danganronpa 1 in particular. Without. The first case was like insanely easy. And then like the second one is just like a giant leap in difficulty. That's what I'm expecting. You know, the first case was pretty easy. Mostly because we knew who it was. In this case, we know who it was too, but just feel like there's more. There's more. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 1. Oh, there he is. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. I need to get a good voice for this guy. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in the charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Page 4 then. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Okay. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Didn't they say that it would be hard to see people from her hotel window? How'd she see all the way across at nighttime? The very moment you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, please, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's look at this. 9 p.m. Phone call. A glass light stand. A murder weapon. Found in Miss May's hotel room. The murder scene. If she was on the ground by her body, like, that's not... Is that in view of the window? Cross-examining what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Oof. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know something of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay. I rushed into the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Maya at the very moment of the murder. Hold it just a second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Did I just say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. You have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Good. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Okay, this is the hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood is the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the killer wrote the victim's name. Wait, no, her death was instantaneous. We've established this. You're cooked. I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I know the evidence. I know it. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. Now, she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order. Defense is the point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being, oh, he has an updated autopsy report. What? Oh, that autopsy report. You know, it's funny. It clicked in my head, like, right before he was about to say it. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Now, see, that's definitely illegal. You have to present the evidence before the court case, but you know what? I'll let it slide. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt force object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Sizzle, I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to have requested a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attack from the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. You gotta be like, Mazi? No, any kind of Mazi, if you like, you know. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent. Witness, your name, please. April May. At your, oh my God, I saw that. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, good boy. Please testify to the court what you saw. Is there a way to read the law? I guess not. Witness account. It was like 9 p.m. at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defender's chair. And the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. Okay. Wait, it doesn't say the time now. Are you gaslighting me? Why did the time disappear? Okay. Okay, the nightstand was broken. What does this tell us? That there was no light in the room, right? Did we use this already? I don't remember. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. And the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Everyone, as you could see with the... No, she couldn't have seen that because she was lying against the wall, which is like out of sight, right? Well, Your Honor, I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Did you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. Let me begin your cross-examination. It's actually the floor plan. If you couldn't have seen her slump. Oh wait, it doesn't bring out the... Alright, whatever. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? You can't get out of that question that easily. I sort of, had a feeling. Well, I was really trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one, yeah. See how far I can run with this. Surely, you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Ooh! Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Oh my gosh. Order, Mr. Wright. You have been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Oh, wait, no. Where would she run to? Yeah, she said she dusted this. Stop! She dodged? Dodge what? Oh, the attack. Please, continue your testimony. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, she had a girlish physique. I know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short girl's figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. That's right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You're lying. You saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, my Faye, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks different. Her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of those things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed like that way the night of the murder. Yes, we do. She was, Your Honor. Like, I was there. I saw her, and so did Detective Dumpster. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer?
I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Okay.
I did see everything I did. The victim.
The woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
She hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue clock, the thinker, I think.
Well, does the autopsy or the accuracy of my report not startle you? Well, yes. Because how'd you know it was a clock? How'd you know it was a clock? The only people who would have known that it was a clock beforehand were the people in the courtroom, and for the first case, because everyone else just thought it was a statue. You're cooked. You are cooked. Round to the right. That's fine, I think. This evidence clearly is. Oh, exactly. Oh, they are they? Oh my god. Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Miss Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something else. Miss May, what you said just now was quite. Oh, I just presented the wrong evidence. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Not Miss Lawyer. You just said this statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Oops. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this is a clock? Ooh. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course, you will withdraw your questions. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it?
Yes, I heard it through the Times. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fayenco, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. You could easily have heard the clock. From a different building? Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because you couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Amateurs. Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. And I would like to propose a test to see if you really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what ground? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? Oh. In the wrong. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question ran because it's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Let's take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. That? Well, Miss May? Tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clock was removed? Yes. Impossible, of course. Oh, no. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now, I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this conversation. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo! You have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gunshoe overlooked it? The good detective better remember he's up for an evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. What? Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What's with that again? I couldn't see. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Well, because that clock was made. That clock was literally made. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence. It was made by Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in the stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Ooh. What? What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Man, yeah. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see this is the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was the clock because... She held it. Miss May held that same clock in her hand. Mr. Wright, when was this? Well, she used it to strike the victim. When else? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Maya Fey, I say. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's how you heard it. Well, no, she couldn't have done that because she was across. The cross, the hotel. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved that the thinker was empty. Of course I'm wondering. What's more, the witness had a rock fall. Yeah. Perhaps you could explain to the poor misguided Mr. Wright. You were in the hotel at the time of the murder. She can't prove it. She did it. It would be my pleasure. No way. Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. You see, didn't the murder take place at 9 p.m. at night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy. Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Ergo, she's not the constant. Also, yeah, we literally saw her. Mr. Wright, you just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. In that case, then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Your Honor, I figured it out. There is one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof you say, then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. Oh! Have a look at this. Ooh, that. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the victim was wiretapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one more thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof of the victim said on the clock on the phone. On the clock. We had the conversation. Again. That's what the defense's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Miss April May, You used the wiretap to listen into his conversation. That's how you knew to think it was Clark. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? Defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What can you do the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair. All of you. You're ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court seen the real Miss April May now. Now to do the final blow. No, because she didn't do it. Miss April May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? He's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants to say, Miss May. You were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well... Defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think he's sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called to question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya May. Say, that is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept the condition. Ooh. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly doesn't look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Alright. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. Wait, is this the guy with dyed hair? No, I was... Because we haven't seen the true culprit yet, so... I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The fact that we're getting this cross-examination right. I hope. Okay. What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. What are we doing here? Okay, he received a call at 8 in the evening. He asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9. I brought it to her. Wait. Isn't it 9 when the murder happened? Precisely 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it was brought then. Oh, bellboy, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 p.m. Something like that, sir. Oh, can I, George? Exactly 9 p.m. Why would you be so concerned with the time? Oh my god. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, saved me with a embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my slim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that it? Just finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious, but witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait. Please wait. Yes, the defense has something to add. One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What I asked him about. Oh my God. What do I ask him about? The check-in, the room service, the bed making. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, all right. Well, you know, sir, my first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful woman. Just my type of growth. It was really a disappointment, I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance to love her that. Oh, what did he say? What did you say? Rather quiet. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the good rooster here, there, Mr. Edgeworth, who he asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked that. Ooh, you fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. When you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple, it was the man of April May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was wiretapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who went to present with the other man for this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and the defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of my essay. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, you are amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. And again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. You say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work anymore. Probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for the full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that has been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me now. Anyway, I'm going to pavement and do some investigating. Mine doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Yeah, I think we're stopping. We're stopping for now, because my voice kind of... My voice is kind of cooked. There's more. Yeah, we're stopping, yeah, we are stopping for right now because my voice is cooked, as they say. Will we continue this? I don't know. Eventually. Someday. Soon. Possibly even... What's tomorrow? Monday? Maybe not tomorrow. But... Oh. Try to continue this soon.